funny fans. Get cozy, get comfortable. We're coming at you soon. Hey there, funny fans. Comedy Sports will be starting in a few minutes. Get ready to laugh. Hey there, funny fans. Your comedy sports match will be starting shortly. Grab a drink and get cozy. Hello, friends and loyal fans, and welcome to Comedy Sports Friday Night Pro Am Edition, where the coolest comedy cats pair up with the cutest comedy kittens for your fun and entertainment. Let's meet our team, starting with the blue team. Tyson, right hook, Alger. Gigi, fruit lascarettes. And the blue team captain, Betsy, easy being green. Now let's meet your red team, starting with Nancy, Lovin, and Gorin. Kristen, get your ducks in a rowin'. And your red team captain, Jay, reading Rainbow. And get ready for tonight's referee, Patrick Electrical Short.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Comedy Sports. We're glad you with us on this holiday weekend. It's a Pro-Am. That means we're going to have different teams in the first half Different teams in the second half. It's still blue versus red. One team will win, one team will lose, and it's all up to you on the voting. You'll be making suggestions in chat. Make sure in chat that you put your suggestions to all panelists and attendees so that everybody can see them. We don't want people thinking we're cheating. And remember to have fun and keep it reasonably clean. All right. So what we mean by a pro-am is we have minor leaguers, people that are working their way up, and those folks are in tonight's match with a bunch of our pros. On sound tonight, we have the wonderful Amy Pepper-Milstein. Amy, what's going on here in July for you?
Hi, Pat. I don't know. I'm pretty excited for the 4th of July. I have my 4th of July bandana on.
That's pretty cool. Everybody needs a bandana, and I don't have one.
Oh.
There you go. Hey, on chat tonight, it's our chat goddess, Marianne. Marianne.
Hey, Patrick.
Chat.
Well, everyone in chat has their 4th of July bandana on. Oddly enough, they all told us.
Nobody told me I needed to wear a 4th of July bandana.
I sent you an email.
Ugh, I should read those. That's
Pat, we try and try.
a problem for me. All right. Well, we are ready to kick it off here. And with that, let's have both on the screen. All right, it's Betsy and Jay. Great to see y'all. And I want to remind you about 2 fouls. First is the technical foul. That is called when somebody is muted when they shouldn't be, or their Zoom freezes, or they're not there when their camera's on, or anything else that I come up with. And that is from -1 to -100 points, depending on my mood. Ooh, right. Also, we have the brown bag foul. The brown bag foul is called when somebody says something lewd, crude, lascivious, racist, sexist, Marxist, or too soon. If that happens, I'll blow the whistle, throw the flag, which nobody will see, and I will call that brown bag foul, and I'll make the player wear a brown paper sack over their head for the remainder of that scene or game. Now, I have a brown bag foul here in the Comedy Sports Referees studio, but I cannot physically reach you, so each of you has to prove to me that you have a brown bag. Go find your brown bag right now. You have less than 10 seconds. He's got a brown bag, and it has handles. That's pretty cool. And Betsy has an entire body bag. That is incredible. I like the handles, Jay, but I got to go with the commitment from Betsy on this one. So she won the opening coin toss. Betsy, what game do you want to open with?
We like to play the game of What Are You Doing?
Okay, fantastic. Go prepare your teams. For the game, What Are You Doing? Thank you, Jay. For the game of What Are You Doing, we're going to get activities from you. So start filling out in chat with sports and outdoor activities and items that you have around the house. Throw those into chat. And we're going to take those as categories, and the players will do actions from those categories, but they can't say when they're asked, what are you doing by the other team, what they're actually doing. They have to say something other than that. So you'll figure it out pretty quickly. I'll throw people out for hesitating, for repeating, or saying something too close to what they're actually doing. All right, Amy will count the rotations, and the team that rotates fewer times will win points in this first round. So say it with me at home. Let's have our players on the
screen.
All right, we're starting with Gigi and Nancy. That's awesome. And let me get my camera out of here. We're going to have Nancy initiate. And Marianne, what is our first subject, our first theme from chat?
Our first suggestion of the whole night comes from John, and the suggestion is fencing.
Fencing. Excellent. So, players, are you ready?
Yes!
Nancy, initiate fencing.
What are you doing?
Putting on my fencing helmet.
Come on, just fit just a little bit more.
What are you doing?
Testing my foil.
Yeah, Reynolds wrap and aluminum. Yeah.
What are you doing?
On guard.
No, stay away from me. Stay away.
What are you doing?
Getting a hit.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Nancy took a hit, and she has to rotate.
Oh, sorry.
No, it was a good shot, Gigi. That's what you got to do in fencing. All right, Kristen's up. Hi, Kristen. We'll have Kristen initiate the next one. And what's our next suggestion, Marianne?
Our next suggestion from Morelia, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, is paintbrushes.
Well, Morelia, that's how we pronounce your name now. All right, it's paintbrushes. Kristen, initiate.
What are you doing?
Bringing out my paintbrushes.
Oh God, I'm just getting paint everywhere.
What are you doing?
Pouring out the paint.
Like too much. What was I thinking with all this?
What are you doing?
Why so much? I'm wearing one of those overall things.
Sorry, you cannot just pour paint out and pour it down a drain. You need to take it to Metro for recycling.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. Kristen, rotate. And Jay is up. And we'll have Jay initiate the next one. And what do we have, Marianne?
We have from Blue competitive frisbee throwing.
Competitive frisbee throwing. Thank
Say
you.
that 3 times fast.
Jay, I'm not going to say it 3 times fast. Thank you. Jay will initiate.
What are you doing?
Winning the title.
Woohoo! Woo! I got the golden frisbee.
What are you doing?
Setting up the links.
I'm sorry. There was a little bit of hesitation, and I don't know what links have to do with it. So let's rotate Blue. Nice round. Gigi got the blue team off to a great start. Here's Betsy, and we'll have Betsy initiate. You know what? I'm going to go with competitive frisbee throwing, but nobody should say links. All right? Betsy, you initiate.
What are you doing?
Scoring.
Yeah! Woo!
What are you doing?
Getting a big endorsement check from Whammo.
Thanks, Wemmo. I really appreciate it. Wow, this is rubbery. Can't believe
What
it.
are you doing?
Putting a finger disc on my fingers. What are you doing?
Naming my team after some other South American cat.
All right, little gato, which is Spanish, but you need to be gato, 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 because that's not appropriate.
What are you doing?
to have one. We're working on getting a team endorsement from Nike.
Oh, you already took a check from Whammo. I'm sorry, you cannot have both. So let's rotate Betsy. Tyson is up, and he's ready to rock. What's our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion from Steve is surfing.
Thank you, Steve. It's surfing. Tyson?
What are you doing?
I'm shredding the gnar, brah.
Yeah, whoa! Woo!
What are you doing?
Watching a little bit too much Point Break.
Oh man, there goes Keanu again. What sort of trouble is he gonna get into?
What are you doing?
I'm just getting way too sunburned.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
What are you doing?
Waxing the board.
That's what that feels like. All right.
What are you doing?
Checking out the ladies, man.
Hey, how you doing?
What are you doing?
Rude, Jay. Just rude. All right, rotate. All right, we need another suggestion. And who's popping up for red? It's Nancy.
And our suggestion from Mary Pat is dusting.
Dusting. All right, we will have Nancy initiate. Thank you. Dusting.
What are you doing?
Sneezing. What are you doing?
Wonder where my mom went.
Needed to sneeze into his elbow. That is a rotation, and that is time.
Good call, ref.
All right, thank you very much. We all know that's the way it needs to be right now. All right, so some great rounds of What Are You Doing? And Amy, who rotated fewer times?
Well, I believe that the blue team rotated fewer times.
If you believe it, I believe it, and that's
We all
5
believe
points to blue. And Amy, what's that make our score?
Well, with those 5 points, the blue team has jumped ahead 5-0.
Excellent. All right, next is the team choice round, and let's have the blue captain on the screen. Blue captain on the screen.
On the
All right,
screen.
you are there.
Right there. Look at her. She's
Here I
lovely.
am.
Foul on me. Once the screen sharing comes up, I need to make an adjustment, and I didn't do it. So take a point away from me, Amy.
Will do, Ref.
Thank you very much.
Take that point.
Believe me, I'll be making that back up before the night's done. So, Betsy, you got a great team. What are you going to regale us with?
We're going to regale you with Advice Panel.
Okay, fantastic. Fans, for the game of Advice Panel, Betsy's going to go prepare her team. And for the game of Advice Panel, we need you to ask questions of experts. Now, maybe you need help with relationships or family issues or something going on at work, or something that really fits for me right now is that do-it-yourself kind of stuff around the house. Like this week, I became an expert in drip irrigation systems. So that was a lot of fun. And so anyway, ask all those questions, pop those into chat, and we'll get ready. So let's bring our advice panel from the blue team on the screen.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here on my show. I am Padjame Matrice. You may recognize me from America's Top Chef. I was the 9th runner-up in the second season, and I didn't win, but that's fine. And I went on to bake. I became an artisanal baker, but now I decided to do a show, and I invited my best friends in the whole wide world. They're going to join us today. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves, but first let me just welcome you, what you need to know. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I'm going to have my friend, let's see, right now, Sissy, why don't you regale us with your introduction?
Hi, I'm Sissy, and I just turned 5. Just yesterday, I turned 5, and I'm really smart, so I'll be able to give you really, really good advice, I swear. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I'm sorry.
Sissy, you are good. Sissy has 150 IQ. She is just brilliant. She is my best friend Sassy's daughter, and so I've invited her to the show. And now we have Chad. He's another one of my besties. Chad, regale us with your introduction.
Hey there, I'm Chad. I host the Drive Time Traffic Report on 98.7 The Breeze from midnight to 3 a.m. Wednesdays through Fridays. So I'm pretty tuned in to what you need, and I will be here and ready for you.
Chad is here to rise to the occasion. We're so super excited about having us. Now we need to have questions from y'all. We know that. But first, I need to introduce my beautiful other best friend, Parmela. Parmela, could you have any advice questions from our audience?
As a matter of fact, I do. I have a question from John. He wants to know what to do on his staycation.
Oh, great question. Great question. Chad, I know you know everything about vacations, so I'm going to let you start, honey.
Well, so we're in a point right now where everyone's just staying inside. So I was thinking maybe from like 9 to 12, you could turn on 92.9, get a little bit of that morning news cycle coming in. Then maybe from about like 12 to 3, you turn on Layla and Sissy for that all-day rock that just gets you going. And then maybe you grab a nap, and it's a Wednesday, and you just kind of curl up around to the sounds of Chad at midnight.
That sounds amazing, Chad. That's a wonderful idea for staycation. Hey, Sissy. What you got, honey?
I've been able to have staycation all my life right now, and it's great. What you need are all your sheets and some pillows, and maybe if you can find some boxes, you can make your own world. It's really fun. You can even get lost if you make enough boxes together.
Look at that. That's so brilliant. So brilliant. You have your own fort. Like it can be it could be a castle. It could be anything. Personally, I love to bake. I love, don't you know, I love to bake. So when you have a staycation, you could cook up and then you could share it with everybody else. My favorite is sourdough. Now, it's not unusual. Most people have that sourdough, but if you have a special sourdough, you will be the hit of the party every single time. So make sure that you tune into my recipes, PadjameMatrice.com. Good luck with your staycation. Parmela, what do we got next? Nobody wants to ask questions right now. I have to say I'm in love with both of your hair. It looks delicious and delightful.
Pamela, I had my mute button on. I am so sorry.
It's all right,
Did you
honey.
know our best friends Dick and Jane are here?
Dick and Jane, they're
And
my
they
favorite
I
too.
they
know.
are. And they want to know what they should do with the library books they can't return.
Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. Sassy, I know you know about this.
I have your book too, and it's one of my favorites. But you know what? I found out that our libraries are letting us keep the books for a little while longer. So you don't have to worry. You can just, when you have time, you can turn them back. And, consider that I might want the book you want. So don't keep them too long, okay?
Not too long. That's important. That's very, very important. That's a good point. And just you're not going to have late fees anymore. But be kind. Be kind. Like back in the day, Be Kind Rewind for those VHSs for those older folks like myself. But be kind and make sure that if you don't pay the dues, maybe just buy another book. That would be my advice. Just buy another book. In fact, buy my book, right? What you need to know. That is at my PadgeMayMatrice.com. Chad, what would your advice be?
When I was just getting going in Bemidji at 87.4, the end, how ironic, because it was the start of my career, I found myself finished with a whole bunch of books, and I would just read through to work on that radio voice. So it'd be like, Jack and Jill went down the hill to catch a pail of water. And, I just began to workshop that a bit, and eventually I made it on air, and I kept those books. They're actually on my wall, just right over there. I'd pan to it, but this thing don't move.
I love it. I love it. I love it. This is, again, Dick and Jane, just beautiful advice for you. I hope you take it to heart and take all of our advice. Pamela, do we have any other questions, honey child?
We do. Rachel asked me, how do we replace a dishwasher?
How do you replace a dishwasher? That's a great, Chad, you raise your hand. You're like ready. You are so ready.
4 years ago, I was doing a couple radio reads for Wally's Washers. Come down to Wally's Washers. We'll fix anything. And, I read that ad so many times and they paid me a pretty penny. So how about you just give a call to Wally's Washers on Washington Street?
I love it. Wally's Washers. There you go. Sissy, do you have any advice on how to change a dishwasher?
Well, if Mother can't do it, then Mammy does it, and I don't know who else is left to replace the dishwashers.
Oh, I understand that too. I understand. That's what I did. I just replaced the dishwasher with a new husband.
Wow!
However.
Awesome. Thank you, Padgett Matrice and friends.
It's a pleasure, everybody.
Padgett, nice work. Good job finding those panelists. Let's have the red captain on the screen. Hey, Jay.
Hey, Pat.
What game would the red team like to play?
We would like to play the game of New Choice.
Excellent. For the game of New Choice, fans, I need to start this with a place that you would go in town. And so think about a place that you would go in town, whether it's now or before. And I did see library come in. Thank you very much. We just had library, so we're probably not going to do that. All right. So while you're thinking about that and throwing that into chat, I'm going to remind you, fans, that you'll be voting on New Choice versus Advice Panel. And we're going to find out who gets the points in this round. So pay attention to both, and you'll have a chance in our poll in just a moment. For the game of New Choice, the players are going to play a scene, and if I want them to improve, in my opinion, what they're talking about, I'll say new choice to the player, or new motion, or new something, until I get what I want, and then I'll ring a bell, and they continue on with that suggestion. Hey, Marianne, what suggestion are we using for the game of New Choice?
Well, I got to tell you, I want some ice cream, so I'm going to take Morlea's suggestion of Baskin Robbins.
Baskin Robbins will be our suggestion. All right, Baskin Robbins. And red team, it's New Choice. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
This is our first outing together, and I want it to be really special.
I know.
And
I feel like I don't even remember how to be in public.
I know. So, ice cream sounds good to me.
Huh? Napkins.
Wow.
Napkins here.
I don't even remember how to use a napkin.
Either. We've always used paper towels.
New choice, Nancy.
I have lots of napkins. They're so fluffy and warm.
New choice.
The napkins are my best friend.
I thought I was your best friend. That's
Well,
why we're roommates.
You were until I saw those wonderful napkins. And what can I say? I'm fickle.
That was fast.
New choice.
I saw this coming, but
New choice.
I'm mad.
New choice.
Let's get some ice cream.
That's the spirit. Maybe the spoon can be your best friend.
Mint chocolate chip,
New choice.
butter brickle,
New choice.
Baby Yoda.
New choice.
Who wanted a second scoop?
I did.
Yeah,
All
she
right.
does, because she's kind of sad right now, and I think a second scoop would help her get over this.
You're saying this like it's not your fault.
New choice.
No,
My emotions are valid, you know.
They are
Well-
valid. And I'll tell you, even more than a second scoop, I'm going to get you sprinkles.
see?
New choice, Jay.
And not only are they valid, I'm also going to give you a waffle cone for free.
New sound effect. New sound effect.
All right, enjoy.
Wow. The way you make waffle cones, you're my new best friend.
Well,
This is ridiculous.
New choice, Kristen.
I was happy until I came here.
You could be, everybody's happy with ice cream.
New
My
choice,
new best
Nancy.
friend. So, I don't really
New choice.
care about your feelings.
New choice.
We can be best friends together.
After
That's
the
true.
napkin and the ice cream guy.
you can have up to 31 friends.
That's right.
And that's time.
Patrick, I just want to tell Jay to put my Baby Yoda plushie back where he got it.
Ooh. Apparently there's a family problem or something going on here.
Only there was an advice question area.
Yes, if only there were. We could solve your family problems. All right, fans, you saw the new choice from the red team, the advice panel from the blue team. Let's see the poll, and you get a chance to vote for blue or red right now. Blue is advice panel, red is new choice. Give it a vote. Hey, and while you're voting, we're not going to have a show tomorrow. We're all going to be watching Hamilton. But we will be back next Saturday, July 11th, with a spectacular show and a special guest from Austin, Texas. All right, let's end that poll. And what do we got? We've got 7 points for red and 1 point for blue. So add that into the score. 7 red, 1 for blue. What's that make our score?
Well, that makes the score blue 6, red 7, and Pat -1.
Ooh. Okay, I'm still at -1. I got to find a way out of this. I really do. Hey, next up. Hey, nice. Don't give up your shot, Amy. Don't give up your shot.
Never.
All right.
I will not.
Let's call both captains on the screen. All right. Hey, Jay. Hey, Betsy. I'm going to challenge you to a game, and let me think about what I want to do here. So this will be the end of the first half thing, and I want a team-on-team game. How about Meanwhile Elsewhere? Do you accept that challenge?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We will as well.
Okay, good. I like it when Jay accepts the challenge. All right. Fantastic. Fans, for the game of Meanwhile Elsewhere, we need a location from you that has a bunch of sub-locations in it. An example might be if you suggested amusement park, there might be, by the roller coaster, the Cotton Canyon machine, or the ticket office, or all sorts of places. So we need something that has a bunch of sub-locations with it. It's a big location. While you're coming up with that, what's going to happen in this game is we're going to have a series of scenes that take place in this different sub-locations of this location you gave us. I am going to challenge the teams to put together what we call purple teams: one blue player, one red player on each of the three in each of the three scenes. All right, Marianne, what do we got in chat?
Well, we had a couple of people suggest a mall.
Okay, we'll take it in the mall here. Our scene goes to the mall. All right, so let's have our first set of players on the field. We have Nancy for red. Who do we have for blue? We've got Tyson. Okay, cool. I looked at his name and then realized, there we go. All right. Thanks. Hey, quick typing. Nice work. All right, we are in the mall. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
And fans, you're going to judge which team contributed more to this for your entertainment, so keep that in mind. Here we go.
You're going to have to hold my hand. I can't until we get to the eye doctor. I can't see anything.
Okay, dear, come this way. No, the other way, the other way. There we go. I really think you need new glasses.
Then it just felt weird that you made me drive, though.
Well, I just don't feel comfortable driving in traffic, so
Hold on. That's Dad over there. I can see him. Who's he with right now?
Meanwhile, in the food court, but I really want the Euros. Why did they close? It's not fair.
Barbara, now I'm working at the Chinese food place, so that's what I got. I can't get you free food at all of them.
I really liked when you worked there. I guess I can handle, where you're at now. You can't give me even just samples, maybe? I would love them.
I just don't have gyros.
Oh, well, that's okay. Free food is free food.
Yeah.
You are wonderful. I'm so glad. I've been having such a hard time not making money lately.
Hey, act like a customer. My boss is watching.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in front of Hot Topic, Charlie, look at the kids. Look at what they're buying nowadays.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that they're still making that cartoon character still.
I know. You'd think that they'd stop it. Let's keep on walking.
All right.
Got to get our power walk in. All right. I'm very concerned about you. I want to make sure that you are hearty and healthy so that you can live to be 100 because I love you so much.
Oh, I love you too, Maybell. I love you too.
Meanwhile, in the Lens Crafters, I know you think I'm blind as a bat, but I swear that was Dad over there. And I don't
you just couldn't see. That was not my husband.
I'm really unsure about it now. I know these cost you about $300, but
you're worth it, darling.
You think so?
I think they look really good.
Picture day's next week, so I hope that maybe.
Meanwhile, taking a break at the tables in the food cart. Wow, that couple has gone around like 3 times now. It's sweet to think of us together when we're that old.
Come on, Charlie. You gotta go faster.
I'm coming. Oh, boy, I remember when I could eat food like that.
Hi, guys. It's all right. Don't stop right now. Charlie, take a look at them. They're young. They can eat whatever they want. You can't. I need you.
Betty, do you have anything you want to say back? Don't you want to grow old together?
Yeah, I just was hoping we'd be like the kind of old people who walked around at like hiking locations.
Charlie, come here. Did you hear that? They're
Yeah,
a
they-
cute couple. Let's give them space. Come on.
I was going to give him advice. You can't use sunscreen.
Good advice.
Are they talking to? Oh God.
We will.
That was a little creepy. I didn't know they were listening.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I work at the Sbarro now. So when you come looking for me,
Wait,
I got fired from the Chinese one.
got fired? Why would they ever get rid of you? You are so great.
Meanwhile, at the lens crafter, Charlie.
Yeah,
Charlie,
yeah. Mabel, what is it, Mabel?
look at that little boy with the glasses. It reminds me of you. It reminds me of you when you were little. I mean, he looks just like you.
Those old people are looking at you. I think they think you're a cute little boy, and I do
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I remember when I had more hair like that.
Oh,
Hello, sir. Are you out walking? Oh, that's so good of you to be.
Okay, back off. That's my husband.
Hey,
Oh,
we're
and
just
he
being
did
friendly.
All right, now.
I told you I saw him.
We're just being
It's
friendly.
her husband, not my husband.
Oh, hold on. You're right.
Yeah, see, you need that. He's very.
And that's time. Awesome job on Meanwhile Elsewhere. I knew those people walking around the mall were up to something. All right, fans, we're going to pop up another poll to decide. You get to decide which team contributed more. Was it blue or red? Playing for blue, again, Gigi, Tyson, and Betsy, and Jay, Nancy, and yeah.
Kristen.
And Kristen, thank you so much. The votes are coming in. We'll give it about 5 more seconds, and we're going to pause it there. Awesome job. So it's 60% for blue and 40% for red. So we're going to give 6 points to blue and 4 for red. And what's that make our score at halftime?
Well, with that final game, we have got the red team has 11, the blue team has 12, Baby Yoda has 5, and you are still at -1.
Okay, I might give myself some points in the second half if I see if it's possible for me to get through the second half without making any critical mistakes. Where are you now, Amy?
Oh, I'm just at the local 4th of July parade. There's a great big Uncle Sam.
Fantastic. All right. And let's do a little music. And Amy, tell us who played in the first half. Let's say goodbye to them for now. They'll be back
Well,
later.
let's say goodbye to our blue team, Tyson, Right Hook, Alger, Gigi, Fruit Lascarettes, and Captain Betsy, Easy Being Green. And your red team, Nancy, Lovin' and Garing, Kristen, get your ducks in a row in, and the red team captain, Jay, reading Rambo.
That's awesome. All right. Hey, Amy, tell us a little bit about what's coming up at CSz Portland, and then we'll start the second half.
Absolutely. Hey guys, are your kids bored? Do you need them to find something to do? Send them to CSz Camp. We have camp starting July 13th and another camp starting July 20th. It's the perfect way to entertain your 10 to 17-year-old. And they will have a great time, make friends, have fun, and be funny. Find out more at portlandcomedy.com.
If I can stick my voice in here, thank you very much, Amy. They'll also learn a bunch of really, really valuable life skills as well. And we're serious about that. We're serious about the funny, but we're also serious about that. Cool. Let's talk about how fans can support us during this time. The shows here are free, but we do invite you to support us via Venmo or PayPal, if you can. Venmo is at PatrickShort4. Marianne will be putting these in chat. And PayPal is Ruth at ComedySports.com. Also, if you go to our website, at portlandcomedy.com, you'll find an opportunity to buy a bunch of flex passes, experiences, and tickets for when we reopen in person. But frankly, we could use some of the dough now because, we still have bills to pay and players to pay. The pros do get paid. So just letting you know that. Again, Venmo at Patrick Short 4, PayPal, Ruth at comedysports.com. And now I'm going to take myself off the screen, have Ken Wells crank up some music, and turn it back over to Amy. Let's meet our players from the second half.
All right, get ready for your second half teams. On the blue team, Katie, the talented Ms. Tipley, Ben, Lon Moeller, and your blue team captain, Amy Zing Ray. Hello. And now, let's meet your red team. Mora, be my Valentino. Brooke, hold on, I'm coming. And your red team captain, Jamie, the full Montgomery. And once again, put your hands together for your ref and mine, Patrick Electrical Short.
I put my hands together for you, fans. Thank you so much for being here. One thing you do need to know is the score is going to be added in from the first half. So, Amy, if we could just have a quick reminder of what our score is going into the second half.
Yes, that is blue team 12, red team 11, Baby Yoda 5, and Pat Short at -1.
All right. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate being constantly reminded of being behind. So let's call both captains for the second half on the screen. All right. We got Captain Amy and Captain Jamie. Oh, hi. Hi. How are you? I'm going to say that coin toss was won by Amy, who was a little readier to go. I think that's fair.
I have a bag, though.
Oh, you have a bag, though. Okay, cool.
I have a bigger bag.
Okay, each team gets 1 point. Add those points in.
Oh my goodness.
Cool. That's awesome.
We're still at -1.
Thanks. Yeah, I know. But I thought that was a great idea, so give me 2 points for that. All right. Cool. I'd like to challenge these second half teams to start with a game of categories. So
okay.
Go prepare your team, and for the game of categories, fans, I need you to put categories into the chat. Like if you were playing the old game of Trivial Pursuit, or if something that is a title of a list of things, like you might have the states in the United States, or you might list something else. And the players are going to have to come up with things when they're on screen. They'll listen. They're going to have to come up with them quickly until I rotate them. It'll be a rotation game. Amy will count the rotations. So if they mess up, or if they repeat, or if I get tired of looking at them, they will have to rotate. And the team that rotates fewer times will win 5 points for their team. All right, let's call players on the screen. All right, who's opening up? Looks like Amy and Mara. Amy is just the fastest draw here tonight. I get that. Screen, so that's pretty awesome. Maura, great to see you here too. And let's go to Marianne for our first category, and we'll start with Amy.
Our first category in this half comes from John. It is magazines.
Okay, magazines. We're going old school. It's magazines. Players, are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
Amy initiates. Begin.
Popular Mechanics.
Vogue.
Harper's Bazaar.
Time.
TV Guide.
Newsweek.
Sci-Fi Weekly.
Teen Beat.
Dragon.
I haven't heard of Dragon. You're rotating.
Pooh.
All right, sorry, that's the way it goes. The ref is all powerful. Mara stays up. Ben joins. Hello, Ben. So we'll have Ben initiate this next one. What's our next category?
Our next category from Mary Pat is Crayola colors.
Thank you, Mary Pat. Crayola colors, starting with Ben.
Sepia brown.
Burnt umber.
Maroon.
magenta,
Red orange.
yellow,
Cadet blue.
sky blue,
Yellow green.
robin's egg blue,
Gray.
ocean blue,
Electric blue.
Mara's hesitating, and I was also going to throw her out if she said another kind of blue, frankly. Okay, red. Nice job, y'all. What is our next category, Marianne?
Our next category is one of my favorites. It is from Emily, and the category is Muppets.
Muppets. We'll start with Jamie. Muppets.
Kermit.
Pepe the King Prawn.
Miss Piggy.
Elmo.
Gonzo.
Animal.
Big Bird.
Fozzie Bear.
The big purple guy. The big purple guy.
There might be a big purple guy, but you didn't name them. All right, that's how that works. Up and a gratuitous appearance by Kermit. All right, here comes Brooke for the red team. Hi, Brooke. Welcome, and let's get a category, and Brooke will initiate.
All right, from another John, we're going to take presidents, pre-21st century presidents.
Pre-21st century presidents.
Yes, he was very specific, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Rutherford B. Hayes,
James K. Polk.
Lincoln,
McKinley.
Washington,
Woodrow Wilson.
Jefferson,
John Adams.
Bit of hesitation there, although very stylish beginning with Rutherford B. Hayes. I have to say
gotta
that.
start strong.
Oh, you do, and you did start strong. That's absolutely correct. By the way, Rachel in chat, I noticed, pointed out that Elmo technically isn't a Muppet, so Rachel gets 5 points. All right, cool.
Well, except that Muppets are on Sesame Street. They're just a subcategory of Muppets.
Oh, fine, thank you. I'm giving Rachel 5 points.
She's
All right.
Does she still get the
she gets
5 points?
Yeah, she does, and get
Okay.
So many stickies on our scoreboard.
Barney.
All
Go
right.
away. Barney, go away. All right, I need another red player, please. And what's our next category?
Our next suggestion is dinosaur species.
Species of dinosaur, and we'll start with Jamie.
Brontosaurus.
Stegosaurus.
Tyrannosaurus.
Velociraptor.
Pterodactyl.
Utah Raptor.
I'm sorry, it's actually Toronto Raptors, so please rotate.
Thank you.
All right, and it's the Utah Jazz, frankly. Let's be honest about that. All right, cool. We have Katie up for blue. Hi, Katie. Welcome. And let's get a category that Katie will initiate.
All right. Speaking of Rachel, I'm going to take her suggestion of trees.
Great. Trees. Types of trees. Thank you, Rachel. And here we go.
Pine,
Oak.
aspen,
Maple.
elder oak,
Tiny tree.
white oak,
Elder tree.
evergreen.
Cherry tree.
It's actually a repetition. We had elder oak. And so that is technically a repetition. Let's rotate red. Good
Mara.
job, Katie. And let's bring up Mara's back. Excellent. What's our next category?
Our next category is elements in the periodic table.
Oh, one of my favorites. 5 semesters of college chemistry right here, folks. Elements in the periodic table. Let's start with Mara.
gold,
Oxygen,
mercury,
silver,
hydrogen,
helium,
nitrogen,
zillionium,
What was that one again?
zillionium.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, rotate.
That was about the end of my periodic knowledge also.
Okay. Well, you survived it. Amy's back, and let's have another category, please.
We're going to go with Beatles songs.
Beatles songs. Okay, thank you so much. Beatles songs. Amy.
She loves you.
Let it be.
Norwegian Wood.
Hey Jude.
I want to hold your hand.
My husband's gonna kill me for not knowing another beat of song.
Is a hesitation, and that is time. So we are doing that final rotation. Very strong move.
Thanks, Ringo.
Oh, you had Ringo on the phone. Nice. And we're going to give the 5 points in that one, I believe, to Blue. Is that correct?
That is correct. Blue gets those 5 points. So the score is now. Oh, we're doing it this way. Okay. Blue 18, Red 12, Baby Yoda 5, Rachel 5, and Pat, you're on the board with 1.
Okay, cool. I give you permission to take me off the board if that is okay.
You're on the board forever.
Had to get out of negative. All right. Cool. Let's have both captains on the screen. Excellent. Hi, Amy. Hi, Jamie. Great to see both of you again tonight. And we're going to have the blue team go first.
Oh, okay.
In a team choice round. So, Amy, what game is that?
I would love to play the game of DVD or remote control.
Okay. All right. Great. For the game of DVD, fans, I need a suggestion from you. And in this case, it is I want you to think back to something you did in January. Something you did in January. And throw that into your chat. I know it might be tough. There's like this memory wall, right? But we'll get back there. Let's reach back. And in this game, I'm going to retain some control with my remote control over the DVD player that you're seeing on the screen. I can make them go forward. I can make it go in reverse. I can do freeze frame. And later on, I can hit the menu button, and we'll find out what some of the special features of the disc are. I do see something in there from Canada, Marianne. If we could maybe go there.
Are you talking about Morlia's suggestion?
Yes.
All right. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'll let
Banff.
you do it. Banff. Oh, just like it looks. Okay, fair enough.
Banff. And Banff, for those of you that don't know, is a ski resort in Canada. Okay. So, we're going to have the players start. I'll be doing the remote control commands. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Take the screen, visiting Banff.
Well, Whistler sold out, but here we are. Now, we got our season passes. We got that amazing Airbnb overlooking the lake. Tell me, what do you want to do first?
I want to hit the slopes.
All right.
Reverse.
I want to hit the slopes.
Tell me, what do you want to do first?
Forward.
Tell me, what do you want to do first?
I want to hit the slopes.
Reverse.
I want to hit the slopes.
Forward.
I want to hit the slopes.
Beautiful. Now, there's still that little matter of me busting my ankle down Mexico way.
I got a sled for you. Come on.
Perfect. You know
Reverse.
Come on. I got a sled for you.
Well, there's still a little matter of me busting my ankle down Mexico way.
I want to hit the slopes.
So what do you want to do first?
Forward.
So what do you want to do first?
I want to hit the slopes.
All right, well, there's still that little matter of me busting my ankle down Mexico way.
I got a sled for you. Let's go.
Mom, you are so awesome. This is why I love vacationing with you.
Well, I love you, honey.
That's great. Now, I might spend most of the day in the chalet, drinking hot cocoa and, chatting up all the friendly Canadians. Is that...
Reverse.
No, I might spend half the day in the chalet drinking hot cocoa and chatting up the friendly Canadians.
Come on, let's go.
Johnny! Come up to my balcony!
Yeah,
You've already met somebody.
Yeah, Mom, here's the thing.
Reverse.
Yeah, Mom, here's the thing.
You've already met somebody.
Johnny! Come up to my balcony!
Forward.
Johnny! Come up to my balcony!
You've already met somebody.
Yeah, Mom, here's the thing. Since I haven't been skiing, there's the girl Samantha across the way, and we've kind of been hanging out. So, thinking that, we might go, hit up that dance that
Oh,
Snowdancer tonight.
would you like me to get another room?
Yeah, actually, that would be great, Mom.
Reverse.
Actually, that'd be great, Mom. Can you do
Would
that?
you like me to get another room? Oh.
Well, yeah, that's Samantha from across the way. We've been
Forward.
hanging That's Samantha from across the way. We've been hanging out the past couple days.
Huh.
We're gonna go to the snow dance tonight.
Would you like me to get another room?
Freeze. Forward. I'm sorry. Extreme close up on Samantha's eyes when she hears the another room.
Would you like me to get another room?
Could you do that, Mom? That would be great.
Regular.
You, of course I will.
All right, Mom.
Reverse.
Mom, I said it once. I'll say it again. You're the best vacation partner ever.
Of course I will. Yes, I will. Of course I will. I love you.
That would be great, Mom. Could you do that?
Oh, do you want me to get another room?
Well, yeah, Mom, that's Samantha from across the way. We've been hanging out, and we're gonna go to the snow dance later tonight.
Oh, you've already met someone.
Hey, Johnny! Come up to my balcony!
Forward. Brooklyn.
Hey, Johnny!
Accent. Brooklyn accent.
Hey, Johnny! Come up to my balcony!
Continue forward. Extreme Midwestern accent.
Oh, so you've already met someone, eh?
Oh, yeah, Mom, that's Samantha. We've been hanging out for the past few days, and we're gonna go to the snow dance together tonight, huh?
Oh, did you want me to get another room for myself? Because I could. It's no problem at all. I don't
Well,
mind.
you know, Mom,
I
if
could
it
do
wouldn't
that
really,
right
twist
now,
you up
actually.
too
Let
much,
me get
so-
my phone out for you. I love you, Johnny.
Great.
And that's time. The game of DVD. Awesome job, blue team. Let's call the red captain on the screen. All right. Hey, wow. Okay, wow. Another classic Jamie entrance. All right. Jamie, what's the red team want to do up against that?
We want to play crowdsource.
Ooh, for the game of crowdsource, there's going to be a lot of jobs for you fans, and I need you to help me first with a suggestion of a problem in a relationship. Let's, keep it clean, that kind of thing. But what's a problem that you might have in a relationship? And how the game works is we're going to have one player who can say whatever they want, but the other players on the team will only be reading lines of dialogue that they get from you that you're putting into chat. So you can start right now putting into chat lines of dialogue, or you might want to wait till the scene starts to see how it goes. All right, Captain Jamie, on the field, please.
Yes.
There we go. Hey. Oh, nice. So who's going to be neutral, saying whatever they want in this?
That would be me.
Okay, so your teammates are going to be reading off of the chat. So that's fantastic. All right, Marianne, what's our suggestion for setting the scene?
We actually had a couple fans talk about budget and money issues, so let's go with that.
So it's a relationship with budget and money issues. Is that what you were saying? Yes?
Yes, it was.
It was. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, fans, for that. And we're going to apparently start with Jamie and Maura on the screen. Maura will be reading off the chat. Please start putting lines of dialogue into the chat. And
Maura's going to read chat and say what she wants. And Brooke will only read chat.
oh, I'm sorry. It's just Brooke reading chat?
Yeah, but Maura can read chat and say what she wants.
Oh, Maura. Oh, okay. She's a designated player.
Yes.
All right. Cool. Playing the shift. Nice work. All right, players, you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
I opened the credit card bill.
I know. I was just going to bring it up to you. So you saw the big purchase that I made, and I still love you, But
I love you too, but I don't really love your spending habits.
I know, I'm sorry, but I really wanted that boat. It's just so, it was great. I mean, think of all the great things we can do with the boat.
But you know I don't swim.
I know you don't swim. That's why I got a boat, so you can just ride in the boat. You can wear a life jacket. I'm sorry, honey. You just didn't learn how to swim when you grew up, but it's the breaks.
I'd give you the shirt off my back.
Right. Oh, see, our daughter will give you the shirt off her back. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you.
Where are we going to park that boat in our tiny house?
We can put it in the driveway. We'll just move your car out onto the street, and we'll park the boat in the driveway.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious. 100% serious.
Could we buy a new house?
Could we sell the boat?
We can't sell the boat. I'm sorry. We just put on the card. A new house, on the other hand, we would have to move to a different town. I think we should be able to do that.
We'd have to find a house with room for your enormous closet.
Yes, we would. And all my shoes and clothes.
You know, we're still paying those off. Now we got to pay the boat off.
Yeah, I know, but
hate bananas. Hate bananas.
we don't have to have bananas for dinner anymore. I know that's all we've eaten for the last week and a half. We'll switch to kiwi.
And all this fruit so Dad can buy his boat.
Yes, it's worth it. This is a family a gift that we could all share, just like my bowling ball.
Pork and beans.
Oh, okay.
Same boat, honey.
We can have pork and beans. I'm sorry, honey. What you said? We're going to be in the same boat.
We're all in the same boat. You may have put us there, but we're all there together now.
That's right. We will all be in the same boat.
Can I leave?
Yes. If you want to, you can't leave the house. You need to stay in the house with us. Babykins, you can leave the room, but I'd rather you stay.
How are we going to stay afloat without you, sweetheart?
We'll be able to stay afloat in the boat.
How about living in the boat?
It was rhetorical.
That's a good idea.
And that's time. All right, nice work, Red Team, in your game of crowdsource. Great job, fans, firing those lines in there. Awesome. Some of them even fit. Good job. That's hard to do. All right, we're going to go to a poll to decide which team is going to get points, and maybe both will get some points, and the poll is launched. We have the Red Team and crowdsource. We have the Blue Team and DVD. So throw those votes in there, and we'll give you a few more seconds to do that. All right. While we're voting, I'm going to remind you we're going to do a Q&A with the minor leaguers and some of our pros at the end of the match. So start thinking about questions on how we might answer for you. Things about the show, how we do things, about our classes, stuff like that. We'd be happy to answer. And we're going to pause the poll there, and we're going to go 5 points red, 71%, and we're going to go 2 points blue. What does that make our score?
Well, the blue team has shot to a lead, 17-20, 5 for Baby Yoda, 5 for Rachel, and Pat, you are still with 1.
Okay, hey, what's going on behind you there, miss?
I'm going to a cookout. You know how much I love meat.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Wow, that's
I'll be
terrifying.
grilling tomorrow. I'll be grilling tomorrow as well. So, yeah, what's your favorite kind of meat?
Tofu.
Tastes like chicken.
No, it doesn't.
I love you, Amy.
All right. Yeah, Amy gets 5 points for that one, so you can take my score off the board and get 5. I see what happens there. All right. Next up, fans, I'm going to challenge the teams to a head-to-head game, and that head-to-head game is the game of 3 rooms, one of my favorites. And for the game of three rooms, we're going to need a couple of suggestions. First, I would like you to throw into chat a decade in the 20th century, your favorite decade in the 20th century. I would like to go to Amy and ask what suggestion she would like to see in there.
I would like to see some interesting animal.
Okay, an interesting animal. And we might take two interesting animals for that scene. We'll see about that. And Jamie, what's a suggestion that you would like to contribute to three rooms?
We had earlier today, somebody said a big specific place. What
Okay.
about a specific place like within, I don't know, a mall, a specific location?
A specific location
It don't have to be a mall. It can be a big,
before that we
it can be an amusement park.
Oh,
Or
in
a
an amusement park. Okay, cool. All right.
specific location in an amusement park.
All right. And Marianne, let's go with our first suggestion. What's our decade?
Our decade came from Emily. It's the 1970s.
1970s. I was there. Okay. And animal?
Heather comes along with her first suggestion of the night with giraffe.
Okay. And
I'm sorry, what was that?
giraffe,
Giraffe.
Okay.
the tall animal. And the third suggestion of location,
Dick and Jane suggested a cotton candy stand.
cotton candy stand. Excellent. All right, so we're going to start in the 70s, and we're going to do, let's do purple teams again, one from blue, one from red. Fans you'll be voting at which team contributed more. And who's starting us off? All right, Mara's here,
And I am here.
he's here. All right, and you all are the 70s. The next group in will be giraffe, and the third group will be cotton candy stand. Now, what's happening in this game is I will blow the whistle to end a scene and repeat the last line I heard, and the next scene has to start with that line. It's challenging. All right. Players, you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Fans, be ready.
Rebecca, I think these bell bottoms make me look fat.
Oh no, baby, they make you look sexy and oblong. Yeah.
Well, I was hoping to look sexy and oblong.
Well, here you are, and here I am, and here's the music. Let's dance.
Switch. Let's dance. Going to giraffes.
Hey, let's dance. Let's dance. Listen.
Technical foul on blue from being muted. That's 1 point off.
I know we have to talk really low because we're in the jungle and anything can be around us. But I still need to hear what you're saying.
Let's dance. It'll distract the animals, and we
Yes.
can get those great pictures for National Geographic.
Exactly. So we should either do the Cabbage Patch or the Running Man.
I'm a cabbage
The
patch.
running man. Switch. The running man.
The running man.
We have to get our cotton candy back.
You're absolutely right. You think he's just gonna keep running?
All right. I'm preparing to run the fastest I've ever run in my life to catch up to him.
Go, Forrest, go. You almost got him!
You almost got him.
You almost got him, but he slipped through your fingers. Guess he wasn't interested in staying around after hours.
It's not the first time he's slipped through my fingers.
Honey, I think you need a new lease on life.
Have you
thought about Tupperware?
You know, I love Tupperware. It's these male chauvinist pigs that keep me from being what I want.
I know. Hey,
I know. I know.
I know. I know. So, I'm just not seeing anything around.
Okay, well, we tried the Running Man. The Cabbage Patch will probably win him over. And we're
Okay.
talking Pulitzer Prize winning pictures here.
Really surprised when. Okay.
Yeah, so what you do is you just kind of pivot your hip. Go
Okay.
Oh, look. He's getting down right now.
I'm still not seeing any animals coming. I don't see anything.
I don't see anything.
I don't see anything. I just see cotton candy.
You know, I think it's pretty good. You should just try eating it. It dissolves very quickly.
I love it. I love it. This is my favorite food ever.
You know, it's got some vitamins in it. I think they've improved.
I think they've improved. Switch.
I think they've improved. This is the second issue, man. Ms. Magazine.
Cool. Hey, I'm in the mood for some fondue. How about you?
All right. I was going to call it on cool, but now I think it has to be cool. I'm in the mood for some fondue.
How about you?
Well, cool. I'm in the mood for some fondue. How about you?
Of course I am. Here, it's in my backpack.
All right.
But I'm still not seeing any animals around.
You know, sometimes it's just right behind you.
Right behind me.
Speaking, of course.
Switch.
I think all of my internal organs hate me. That was so much cotton candy.
Yeah. You know, the vitamins didn't really do much except make us sick. I'm so glad that you're with me, though.
I'm so glad that you're with me, though.
I'm so glad that you're with me, though. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're with me. I am super glad. You're here, and I'm glad.
I'm so glad too. My mother said you wouldn't like a feminist.
Switch. My mother said you wouldn't like a feminist.
My mother said you wouldn't like a feminist.
Well, that's how we got here in the first place.
And that's time. Awesome job. Wow, look at those giraffes go. All right, that's the game of 3 rooms. So let's pop up a poll. Which team contributed more to it? Was it red or blue? Your votes over the next 10 seconds, fans, will determine a lot of how this match is going to go. We do have one final game, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. Votes are coming in. A reminder to hit us up on Venmo at PatrickShort4 or PayPal, Ruth at ComedySports.com. Your support is most welcome. Summer camps are coming up. Also, check out our website for adult classes. Our 201 class starting in late July. 101 starts in September. All right, we're going to pause it there, and we're going to go, I'm going to round up and down. We're going to have 6 points for blue, 4 points for red. And what's that make our score, Amy?
Wow, the numbers keep piling up. That's 25 blue, 21 red, 5 for Baby Yoda, 5 for Rachel. I believe there's 5 for me, and you still have 1, Pat.
All right, last place. I'm still proud of my contributions to tonight's efforts. All right. Thanks so much, Amy. We got a couple other people we'd like to thank on chat tonight. It's Marianne doing that.
Yay, you're welcome.
Awesome job. Helping us out on tech, playing the songs, renaming people, doing some other important work. Ken, you did well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you.
We'd like to also welcome all of our players, first half and second half, on the screen. And here's what's going to happen. We are going to play a massive game of Let Me Tell You Brother, which is a final pun game. So imagine we've got a pile of wrestlers, and I did tell them ahead of time we were going to do this, so you're seeing some excellent preparation for this. So a bunch of pro wrestlers are with us, and they're going to tell puns based on your suggestions. So I need you to throw as many nouns as you can into chat right now. So this could be animals, vegetables, minerals, objects, whatever you like. Throw a bunch of them in. We're going to need about 8 of them. And what's going to happen is we're going to have the pro wrestlers give a challenge to each other. Let me tell you, brother. And if your suggestion were cows, you might say, let me tell you, brother, I'm going to beat you another time. That So yes, any groaner fouls will be suspended. Any noise you make at home from an orifice above your neck, a bell will ring, an angel will get its wings, and that team will score 1 point. If the pun is repetitive or a little dull or not delivered well, could get the old duck call. Go Ducks. And Beavers.
No points.
And no points. All right, thank you very much for that. All right, Amy will add up all the points. And this is for the whole thing to find out if red or blue wins tonight. And be sure to hang around for a question and answer session afterwards. We'd love to field questions from you. And let's go to Mary Ann for our first suggestion for Let Me Tell You, Brother.
Let's go with Morlia's suggestion of phone.
It's a phone. Okay, players, begin.
Let me tell you, brother. Once I'm done with you in this ring, you are not going to be mobile.
Let me tell you something, brother. Once I'm done with you, you'll be on the wire.
Let me tell you, brother, I'm gonna ring your bell.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I'm done with you, you'll wish you had phoned a friend.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I finish with you, you're gonna call your mother. You're gonna call her, dial her up. Ha!
Let me tell you something, brother. I said, let me tell you. Can you hear me now?
Let me tell you something, brother. After I get done with you in this match, you and your wife, you'll be breaking up.
Let me tell you something, brother. Once I get through with you in that ring, you'll wish you had a better plan.
Let me tell you something,
Let me
brother.
tell you something, brother.
When I'm done with you, I'll drop you.
Let me tell you something, brother. You're gonna be sitting in a bed of rice.
Let me tell you
Let me tell you something, brother. Once I'm done with you,
Too much
you
pausing.
ain't going to have any digits to spare.
Too much pausing. I was calling it. All right, Marianne, could I get another suggestion, please?
You got it. Our next suggestion is hubcaps.
Hubcaps, players.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I get you in this ring, you're going to be too tired.
Let me tell you something. When you get in the ring, you will be sorry.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I get through with you, you're gonna be steering in the wrong direction.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I get done with you, you're gonna be flat.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I get in the ring, I bring the iron.
Let me tell you something, brother. When you get hit by this hand, you'll be spinning.
Let me tell you something, brother. I will never, ever tire of beating you.
Let me tell you something, brother. Once you're done in the ring here, you'll be all losing it all over.
Let me tell you something, brother. I think you lost your hubcap back there in your 39th and Powell. You better go back and get it.
Thanks, sister.
Let me tell you something, brother. I'm gonna accidentally hit you on the curb a little bit, and it'll be bad.
Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. I'm going to get you and your two brothers. They're lug nuts.
All right, I'll give you that one. All right. Calm down, everybody. All right, we need another suggestion.
Our next suggestion is squid.
Squid, thank you. And fans, you're noticing these folks are tough to keep in order here. It's squid.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I'm done with you, you're going to look like you just got inked.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I'm done with you, you're gonna have 8 different legs.
Let me tell you something, brother. I'm gonna fry you.
Let me
tell you something, brother. You don't want to mess with me. My tentacles are everywhere.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I get through with you, you're not gonna be able to see.
Let me tell you something, brother. Tell me. When we're done, you're gonna be looking like the calamari that no one else orders.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I'm done with you, you'll be 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I get done with you, you won't have no bones.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I'm done with you, all you're gonna want to do is play the clarinet.
You think so? I'm giant.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I get in the ring, I bring the crowd.
That's a -1 for whatever team Katie's on for the muting foul.
Blue.
All right, Marianne, we're going to you another time.
All right, let's go with ping pong table.
Ping pong table. Ping pong table. Keep bringing it, wrestlers.
You got a lot of gumption for getting in the ring with me.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I'm done with you, I'll just fold you right in half.
Let me tell you something, brother. We're gonna start you over here, and then you're gonna be over here, and then you're gonna be over here, and then you're gonna be right here.
Let me tell you something, brother. I'm gonna paddle you all over this ring.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I'm done with you, you're going to be shooting blood out of all kinds of places.
Huh.
Let me tell you something.
Sorry, need another one.
Recycle bin from Rachel.
Oh, thank you. This is a very Portland thing. Recycle bin. Thank you, Rachel.
Let me tell you something, brother. I'm gonna sort you.
Let me tell you something, when I'm finished with you, hold on. I'm
waiting.
Finish. You're gonna have to reduce, reuse, and recycle when I'm done.
Let me tell you something, brother. When you get done, you're gonna find out it's not so easy being green.
I heard you were gonna put me in a bin after this. Wheelie? Wheelie?
Let me tell you something, brother. Actually, on Thursdays, the glass goes into the blue can, and you take it out, and we include.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I'm done with you, you're gonna just be on your glass.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I'm through with you, you're gonna be so crumpled you won't even get your 10 cents back.
And that is time. Nice work, everybody. That was an amazing number of bells. Wow. Strong work. And let's go once more to Amy for an announcement of our final score. Fans, do a drum roll on whatever you have to drum roll on at home.
Blue team.
Well, the score was back and forth and back, and the puns were coming fast and furious. But as soon as Marianne puts that scoreboard up, oh, here it is. Wow, with the score of 45 to 40 to 5 to 5 to 5 to 1, the winners tonight are your blue team.
All right, fantastic job, everybody. And let's send it back over to Amy and get a final rundown of our players.
Let's say goodbye to our players, starting with our first half team. Tyson, right hook, Alger. Gigi, fruit lascarettes. And the blue team first round captain, Betsy, easy being green. First round red team, Nancy, Lovin' and Garrick. Then get your ducks in a rowing. And your red team captain, Jay, reading Rambo. Now for our second half team. For our red team, Moira, Be My Valentino. Brooke, hold on, I'm coming. And the red team captain, Jamie, the full Montgomery. Now let's say goodbye to the blue team, Katie, the talented Mrs. Tipley. Ben, Lon Moeller. your blue team captain, Amy Zing Gray. Don't forget your rep in mind, Patrick Electrical Shorts.
All right, thank you, Amy Milstein. Fantastic job. Thank you once again, Marianne Rambo, Ken Wells. Let's bring everybody back out onto the screen, and let's do a Q&A. So fans, if you could throw those questions in there. And seeing some of our attendees, boy, I think we might have set an interesting record here because I think we have people in attendance from both Australia and New Zealand for the first time.
Wow! Awesome.
Correct.
Thank
know each other?
We win.
Yeah, that's insane. It's incredible.
I want to ask them questions.
We should.
Right.
Folks, if you are over in watching on YouTube right now, it may be a little bit of delay, but you could throw a question in there as well, and we'll try to pick those up. So let's go to Marianne. Do we have any questions?
Yes, our first question comes from Morlia. Morlia wants to know how each person finds pictures to match the topic so quickly. I believe that Morlia is talking about your backgrounds.
Okay. Yeah, looking at the backgrounds. I'm going to throw that to Amy, the Zingster, who is one of the fastest people at it.
What? The Zingster? What are you talking about?
I don't know what I was talking about.
There are many photos available online that are copyright free. You can find them and you can download them to your computer and then you can upload them to Zoom. And I have a large library of them. So really it was Marianne who taught us how to do it in the first place. When we're live at our theater, she's the person who puts the things up on the screen. She's amazingly fast.
Yep.
And but inspiring.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look down into CSz Portland Music's window down there, fans, if you can see that.
Oh, that's great.
On your screen, but we also grab screenshots during
Look at your eyes.
the show. Yeah. So Katie's eyes are going to be a meme for us, I think, now.
Yay!
That's great. Hey, what's another question?
Oh, I was just going to add one more thing.
Oh, please.
It also helps to have multiple screens so that you can have all sorts of screens going to be able to switch it. Inside or two.
That would help.
Yeah, I have two screens, and so I can search if I need to quickly, and I usually search by saying Zoom background. Then that usually pops up much faster, especially nowadays because everybody's using it. So it makes it easier to find what you're looking for.
Cool.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right, Rachel would like to know how you got into improv.
Let's throw that to some of the minor leaguers.
I could start, I guess. Well, I've always been interested in performance art of some kind, and it wasn't until a few years ago I finally just decided to go for it, and I just, on a whim, kind of took a one-on-one class at sports, and it's been a journey that I had a lot of fun doing, and
Cool.
it's really kind of opened up my eyes to a whole new.
I think Comcast is objecting to you there. At least maybe it's my connection. But I think we got the gist. Let's go to Nancy.
I saw an ad for this comedy sports thing in the newspaper back when newspapers were a thing, and I went one night and I laughed my butt off. And Amy Gray was in that show, and I thought that looks really fun. And many years later, I decided to take the one-on-one class, and it helped in my other performance. I used to sing in a cappella groups and stuff, and you know, any kind of, when you're presenting anything at work or you know, improv helps immensely.
Cool. Gigi?
Yeah, I started by watching my husband on the pro team down in another city, San Jose, for several years before he finally encouraged me enough to go see what it was like for myself. I was thoroughly afraid of ever being on stage, and then turned out I loved it, and it's great. So
cool. Kristen?
Yeah, I was really into theater first, and then I was exploring other things, and I realized my favorite part of theater is making people laugh anyway, so I might as well do theater where that's the point.
Cool. Awesome. And I know Brooke had a different journey from other folks, so we'll throw that to her.
Yeah, I started doing improv in college actually. My college had a troupe and I went to shows and it was hilarious and I was like, I can do that. I want to do that. I actually in college played with our referee Patrick Short's son, Cohen. And then after college, I missed it and I started back up because it's gets all your wiggles out and it kind of helps you become more sane in every other aspect of your life.
Gets all your wiggles out. That is so apt.
Accurate.
Yep.
It really is. That is awesome. Do we have another question?
Yes, let's kind of bounce off of that. How does someone go from minor league to pro team? That's from Dick and Jane.
Okay. Well, this is the black magic and the rocket science. So I'll address that. Ultimately, it's a decision of the owners of the team, which is my wife Ruth Jenkins and me, and we don't have auditions. We never have. The reason we don't have auditions is we need to know that people can play well with others and smell good and will show up on time and stuff like that, which is kind of important. And you wouldn't find that out in an audition. You might get somebody who's really talented but is not really a great fit with how the team works. And what we're really looking for in new people are folks who bring us something we don't already have, whatever that might be. There's many different avenues that might work out. And it's just, that's where sort of the little magical science all mixes up. And generally we know when it's time and we ask somebody to come and practice with us with the pro team. And then if that works out, then they get to play.
Call back to chemistry.
The what?
Call back to chemistry.
Yeah, it's a callback to chemistry. There is a lot of that. I had 5 semesters of college chemistry, so I know all about chemistry. And I don't necessarily make the decisions by myself. Generally, when I have about 6 or 8 people coming to me and going, you should promote this person, that's when we take a serious look. So I know it's complicated, and we just said that right in front of some of them. Cool. Any other questions, Marianne?
Yes, someone wants to know, I think it was Rachel. Let me scroll back. Rachel wants to know if you speak another language.
Okay.
I speak a little French.
Yo hablo un poquito español.
Ein bisschen Deutsch.
Shakespeare.
Français. Music.
About 40 days into Duolingo Japanese.
I can do accents.
No, you can't.
Fluent in cat.
Fluent in cat, yeah. I was going to say Shakespeare, and then Amy said it too. So
Sorry.
Oh, fine. Amy's drifting.
I'm ashamed. I'm hiding my face.
You shouldn't be. That's cool. Marianne, let's go for a final question.
Final question comes from Heather. What are your day jobs?
Okay. Day jobs. I guess we're just going to, I'll call people out. Everybody gets to do it. We'll start with Nancy.
I'm a retired embedded software engineer.
Tired and embedded.
Retired.
Interesting. Jay Rambo.
I work in licensing approvals for a large sports and fitness company in town.
Excellent. Tyson.
I'm a sports writer for a company called The Athletic. I was with the Oregonian for about 6 or 7 years before that.
Cool. Awesome. Maura.
I'm a librarian and a college professor, so I actually get to bring improv into my work a lot.
Awesome. It's fantastic. Ben.
I'm a financial consultant in the healthcare industry.
Cha-ching.
Betsy.
I'm a semi-retired corporate recruiter, and now I'm not doing that now, but I am also improv teacher, coach, director.
Cool. Jamie?
I have a job for another maybe 30 days in July. This place I'm working is closing, and I'm an IT manager, believe it or not. IT.
Yeah. So if you know somebody out there, come on. This guy's awesome. Highly recommend him. Gigi.
I own my own small business making textile products like ear covers for bike helmets.
What are they called?
Helmuffs.
Helmuffs.
Thank you.
Helmet.
Great.
Muff your helmet.
Katie?
I work in cybersecurity for a, what did Jay say? Large athletic
Sports and fitness company?
Sports and fitness and apparel company. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if it's the same one. Kristen?
I'm taking a break from being a preschool teacher to be a stay-at-home mom.
Cool. Awesome. Brooke?
I'm a marketing analyst and I work in advertising.
Nice. Amy Gray?
I guess it's this now. Hey, buy some art.
She's an awesome artist.
Hey,
true.
Throw your website into chat for folks.
Sure, I can do that.
Because you should buy some art from Amy. We've got lots of it at my house. Did I miss anybody? Cool. Oh, my day job is this, which is an interesting thing to be a day job at right now. Let me tell you. Cool. Hey, thanks so much. Thanks again to Amy and Ken and Marianne for backing us up. If you can help us out, at Patrick Short 4 on Venmo, PayPal to Ruth@comedysports.com. Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. Have a great holiday. And we'll be shutting this down in a couple of minutes, but we'll put up a screen with the Venmo and PayPal for you. And we'll see you on Saturday the 11th with special guest from Austin, Texas, Shannon Stott. See you then. Thank you so much.